Hello my dear friend. Today we have already finished how to make squares. Now we are going into how to find out the square roots without any calculation. We are not going to do prime factorization method, no division method, nothing. And this is applicable, my dear friends, this is applicable for perfect squares. Why I'm talking about perfect squares and not all squares? Because most of the questions, more than 95% of the questions will be based on perfect squares. And whenever imperfect squares questions are coming, they are coming only in approximation. So if you can find out the perfect squares or an approximate square root of a number, you will be able to solve all type of questions. So not only perfect squares I am going to teach you, I am going to teach you imperfect squares also, but you will get the approximate value of it. So now before we start how to find out square roots of any number, we have to see this chart. This is the squares from 1 to 10, and I 100% sure that you know all these things. If you know these things, you will be able to find out the square root of any number I am telling you. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just observe this. Observe the last digit of these squares, not square roots, squares. So what are the last digit here? 1 is coming. Please observe anywhere else 1 is coming. Here also 1 is coming. So if I join them, it makes a design. So I told you, design making is one of my favorite in mathematics. So I'll make a design. Okay. Now you see 4 is here. Anywhere you can see 4 here. 4 is here and then 4 is here. Now if I make a design, I just join them with these lines. You can see it's already making some kind of a design. Now 9 is here and again 9 is here. Can you observe that they are equidistant? They are from, if I take from 5, they are equidistant. Now there is 6 and 6. So they are equidistant. If I draw a line, both are say 1 away, 2 away, 3 away, 4 away, like this. So if I observe this, how many numbers are ending in the square? Here is the chart. Here is the chart which will tell you about. I'll remove this so that you will see that if you just only observe the last digit of squares, they are 1, 4, 6, 9. Two more are missing here. I have missed this purposefully because 25. If it is ending in 5, any square is ending in 5, it will always end in 25. And one more is 0. 0 always will come in pair. It will always come in pair. Like this, it is always smiling. So you can make a smiley face out of it. So it is always smiling. So 1, 4, 6, 9 and 25 and double 0 and double 0. So now you see, if a square is ending in 1, only last digit, unit digit I am talking about, then the square root will always be ending in 1 or 9. For example, if I take 11, 11 square is how much, my dear friend? It is 121. How much is 21 square? It is 441. How much is 19 square? It is 361. Can you see here? So whenever the number is ending in 9 or 1, the square will always end in 1. So vice versa, if the square is ending in 1, why I am taking square? Because you will be given a square number and you need to find out its root. So we are concentrating on the unit digit of the square. So square is ending in 1, then the square root will be ending in the last digit will be 1 or 9. You have to remember it. If the square is ending in 4, you can see it is 2 or 8. It is 2 or 8. Right? Okay. Now you see 6. If the square is ending in 6, it will be the square root will be ending in 4 or 6. Likewise, if the square is ending in 9, then the square root will be ending in 3 or 7. And these two, you know, it is 5 and this is 0. So we need to remember this chart. Okay. We need to remember this chart. Okay. So just revise once again and try to remember it. It is very easy. How is it easy? 1 plus 9 will add up to 10, 2 plus 8 will add up to 10, 4 plus 6 will also add up to 10, 3 plus 7 will also add up to 10. So you can see here that if you remember one of the number 6 is the 36, then what is the other number? 10 minus 6 is 4. Likewise, if you remember that 2 square is 4, so the other number is 10 minus 2 is 8. It is very, very easy. So if you remember this, you will be able to. How beautifully all these numbers are. Okay, right. Now, what numbers are not there? What numbers are not there in the unit digit of a square? What are those? 2 is not there. Here I am talking about, here in this column. 2 is not there. 3 is not there. Right? Then 7 is not there. And 8 is not there. And these will be useful for your cubes. When we are doing cube root, you will have a different kind of setup for these 4 numbers. So please remember this. One more thing, whenever a number is ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8, then it cannot be a perfect square. It cannot be a perfect square. That you can remember. If any question is coming where the number is ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8, you can say it's imperfect square. It's not a perfect square. Is that clear, my dear friend? Okay. So once we understand this, we'll be able to solve some question. So numbers ending in already cannot be a perfect square. That is coming again overlapping. Now how to find the square root of any given number? Okay. So this is the square root I need to find out. Please pay full attention to this, because this is very, very important, and you will be able to, once you understand it perfectly, no need to by heart nothing, my dear friend. Only you have to understand this properly. Once you understand this properly, it will fix in your mind and you will be able to find out very easily. So let us start this. We'll start with a different color pen so that it looks nice. Everywhere only black will not look nice. So 6. So what I'm going to do, L156 is the number. What is the last digit? Last digit is 6. Unit digit. So if the square's last digit is 6, then square root should have what last digit? The last digit of the square root should be either 4 or 6. This is the unit digit of the square root. And because this is a 4-digit number, then there will be a tens digit for the square root as well. For that also I am going to make a box. Okay, this is the square root arrangement. Okay, now because this is 6, it can be 4 or 6. Is that clear? Okay, next what we are going to do, next step, this is the first step, to find out the last digit and the last digit of the square root. Then we are going to leave these two digits. We are going to leave these two digits and see what is remaining here. What are the remaining digits after leaving two digits from your right? Remaining digits. What are the remaining digits? These are very important. Okay. What are the remaining digits? 11. So that is 1 and 1. That is the number. So you can say it is a remaining number. Remaining number is 11. So we will start from 11. To find out the first digit, we have to start with the 11. Now, in the chart or in your mind, find out which square, perfect square, is less than 11. Which perfect square is less than 11? So, perfect square which is less than 11 is 9. You found out, right? The square which is less than 11 is 9. And what is its square root? Its square root is 3. Its square root is 3. its square root is 3. So that becomes your first digit. That becomes your 10th digit. For the square root, whatever is the square root of a number which is lesser than the remaining digits. I'll repeat it. The first digit of the square root will be the square root of a number which is less than remaining digits or remaining number. So here the remaining number is 11. The lesser perfect square than this is 9 and its square root is 3. Therefore 3 is your first digit or 10th digit. Now what happens? Now you can see here that it looks like the square root can be either 34 or 36. Is that clear? But that is not the answer. We have to find out one square root. So how do we do it? We will take again the help of this 3, the first digit. We will multiply this with its next number. What is it? It's a next number. The first digit's next number is how much? It is 12. Now we will compare with the remaining number. Remaining number is how much? 11. And your multiple, this I call it as multiple for timing. This is the multiple. Multiple of what? First digit. Multiple of first digit. This multiple you will get by what? First digit into its next number. So now what is it? 12. Now listen carefully. So if 11 is less than 12, now here 11 is less than 12. This number is less, the remaining digit is less, and this is more, isn't it? The remaining number is 11, which is less than the multiple. Then you have to take the lesser number. Then you have to take the lesser number. So therefore, the square root of this number, the square root of this number is what? Is 34. 34 is its square root. Is it clear, my dear friend? Okay. So now, before I go further, I am going to tell you why did I take this 3 as the first digit. Why this 3 is the first digit. This we understood already. Why the last digit will be 4 or 6, because that is the nature of the square and square roots. But why these 3? Now try to understand. What is this number? 1156. So this 1156 lies where? It lies more than 900, means it is more than 900. 1156 is more than 900 and it is less than 1600. What are these numbers? These are the previous perfect tens square and next perfect tens square. This number lies between 30 square and 40 square. So this can be 31 to 39 square. It has to be between these 9 numbers. Yes or no? Just think a little bit. Anything that is more than 900, any perfect square that is more than 900 has to be 31 or more. And it cannot be more than 40 or 40 because it is less than 1600. So therefore, if it is a perfect square, it has to have the first digit as 3. Is that clear? And this information we are going to take into next level, where you need not have to do this calculation as well. This calculation, without this calculation, you will be able to find out the which one out of 34 and 36 which is the correct one by only finding the distance between them. That I will teach you in the next question. Is that clear now? If it is not clear, please pause and watch once again. And one more thing, have you brought your pen and notebook? I know for sure this time you brought. Please bring them. So next what we are going to do is we are going to solve this question. What is this? 2209. So 2209, again I will put these two boxes here. So this is unit digit box and this is TD tens digit. This is UD unit digits. So square root. So what will be here? 9. 9 means what, my dear friend? 3 or 7. So the unit digit will be what? 3 or 7. Go back to the chart and see it is 3 or 7. Or you can see here if it is 9, it can be what? 3 or 7. That is fine. Now we will leave these two. Again we will leave these two. Is that clear? And what is the remaining number here? Remaining number is 22. Double of what was previous. What we'll do? We'll find out the lower perfect square, that is 16, its square root, that is 4, so 4 will come here. Now what happens here? Square root can be what? Either 43 or 47. Now when it can be either 43 or 47, we have to find out the correct one. So what we'll do? Earlier method was what? You will multiply this 4 with 5 and you will get 20. Now what happens? Your remaining digit is greater than this multiple. Remaining digit is greater than this multiple. So your answer should be what? 47. This is the earlier method we have done. Clear? This is clear. I have repeated it once again, so it should be clear. Now what I'll do is I'll take this 22 and just by looking and seeing that it is only 22 I am taking. I am not taking now 2209. I am taking only 22 because this is anyways we have solved it. So now what is the previous one? Previous one is 16 and next one is 25. Previous one is 16 and next one is 25. Perfect squares now. This is the 4 square and this is 5 square. Now see the distance here. If you can see the distance, it is very near. This is only 3 away and this is 6 away. Right? This is 3 away and this is 6 away. So what should be the correct one? 47 again. If you can see the distance, because this is not only helpful here, it is helpful for your imperfect squares as well. Imperfect squares we are trying to find out with this method. We are going to find out, not trying. We are going to find out with this method only. Okay. So therefore the distance matters. So this is half of it. So it should be very near to 50. It should be very near to 50. So therefore we are taking what? We are taking the bigger number, which is 47. Is that clear now? Okay. So let me do one more question for you. So please take a screenshot if you have not taken, and then I'll go to next one. So here it is 4. So 4 means what should come here, my dear friend? What should come here? We are solving this question. So unit digit should be what? 2 or 8. And what should the first digit? First digit will ignore this. 50 less than 40, 51 is 49, whose square root is 7. To find out, so I am again reducing the writing. So these two we are looking at. So 51 less than that will be how much? 49. 49 square root is 7. Therefore the first digit is 7. Now we can either do 7 8s are 56. 7 8s are 56. 51 is lesser. So 51 is lesser than 56. So your answer is 72. Or we can again do the same thing. It is very near to 49. Can you see it? 49 and 51. Next one is how much? Next one is 64. Very far away. 13 far away. And this is only 2 far. So what should be the answer? 72. Is that clear, my dear friend? Yes, it should be very amply clear. Okay, so this I am going to find very fast. It should be 1 or 9. 79 means it should be what? 8. 8 means it is 79 is very far, so it will be 89. It is very near to 81. 79 is very near to 81 and it is very far from 64. So what is this? 4 means it should be either 2 or 8, and 96 means it should be 9, and whether it is near to 81 or near to 100. It is near to 100. So the answer should be what? For this should be 98. 98. Now you may ask me that what will happen if it is more than 2 digits, if the square root is more than 2 digits. So we'll take one question like that. So this number will try 23716. So here what we'll do 6. So 16 means 6. 6 will be 4 or 6. Now there is 237. Now when you want to do this, you need to know more than 10. If you want more than 2-digit number, you need to know more than 10. If you know up to 20, you will be able to find out up to 200. If you know up to 30, you will be able to find out up to 300. So if you do not remember, you can use my squaring method and find out. So this should be what? This is 225 is the lower square, perfect square, and 15. So what will happen? The first two digits will be 15 and this will be 4 or 6. Now you can see it here that it is near to 225. What is the next number? 16 is 256, right? 16 square is 256. So 237 is near to 225. Only how much? 12 away. And here it is almost 20 away. So what should be the answer? 154. So this is how you can do for the bigger numbers as well. For that you need to know the squares of bigger numbers, or else you can just guess and do it. Guess and do it. What it should be? 237. 237 must be near 15 or 16. So you do the square, 15 square, and you do it. I can find out for 784, 738, 847. If you know the square of 84, you can do it. Is it clear now? Okay. Now I am going to tell you how to make, how to find out, not make, how to find out imperfect squares. Imperfect squares. So we'll closely pay attention here. I'll take any random number. Any random number. First I'll take 4 digit, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is coming, so it should not be a perfect square. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'll do, this is an imperfect square. So note down, this is for imperfect square, and what you will get is a approximate square root. This also you note down, you will get a approximate square root, and you will not get a perfect square root for this, because it will come in what? It will come in decimals. And I am telling you, most of the questions, you are not here to be perfect in any subject. You are here to get at least 80% of the marks. Try to understand. Now, why are you learning this thing? You are learning this thing to get more than 80 to 85% of the marks, so that you will get through mains, and in mains you have to take 60 to 65% of marks. So if you are perfect in whatever you know, at least 80% of the syllabus, it is fine. So you are not going to solve all the questions as well. So therefore, approximate square root will do. Okay. So now we will leave this, because this is last digit we will not be able to find. We will only concentrate on 45. 45 lies where now? 45 lies between 36 and 49. 36 and 49. Now, so what it should be? The lower, again we are going to find out the lower square root, that is what? That is 36. So the first digit, we will be able to find out here first digit perfectly, that is 6 here. We will not be able to find out the next digit. We will get an approximate value of the next digit. So how much it is far from 36? It is 9 far from 36. And how much far from 49? 4 far from 49. Now this, the total is how much? 14. If you include the difference between both of them is 13, right? The difference between 36 and 49 is 13. So almost 1.3 number should be the next number. So this should be where 4 means it should be either 66 or 67. It can be either 66 point something or 67 point something. Is it clear? So we will get either 66 or 67 as the answer. That's all. You will not get the decimals, and you will not get whether it is 66 alone or 67 alone. I can tell you how to find out whether it is 66 points something or 67 points something. We can again bring it down to only one number. That is possible. How it is possible? Now I will take 66 and then I will use my, what is that, squaring method. 66. How do I do? I will do with the nearest tens method, the fourth method. So nearest tens method will be what? So you will get what? 70 and 62. 70 and 62, yes or no? Plus 4 minus 4. So here what will happen? Just we'll do it in your mind. So 0 will come down and sit there, right? Now 2 into 7 is 14, 1 will go as carry, 4 will come down. 7 6 are 42 plus 1 is 4 3. 4340 is the answer. 4340 plus what will happen? There is a 4 means 4 square we have to add, so we will add 16. So it will become what? 4356. 4356 is the square of what? 66. Now this is near? No. So it should be 67 point something. It should be 67 point something. Is that clear? If you want, you can do 67 as well. Not necessary actually. We'll be able to solve approximate questions with this only. So 67 square also we will try to do. It will be what? 70 and 64. So 0 will come down. 4 7s are 28. So 80 will come here. And 6 7s are 42. 6 7s are 42 plus 4 will be how much? 67 44. 44 28 plus 4 9 for so 80. So 44 89 will be your answer. 44 89 is very near to 4 5 6 7. So 67.8 or 9 it will come. Is that clear now? Is that clear? Okay. So let us go to the next question. So we will do one more so that it will be more clear. Okay. So I will take what number now? We will take 7 4 8 2. Something number. So we'll leave this. 74 will take. 74 less than that is 64. So your first digit is 8. Now we are going to find out 74 is how much far away from 64? It is 10. And how much far away from 81? It is 7. So what should be your answer? It should be something around 87 or 88. 87. Almost 86 or 87. It will lie between 86 or 87. You can check it yourself. You can check it yourself. You will be able to find out. Is that clear? Right, my dear friend. Very, very easy. Only thing you should be able to guess that distance. You should be able to guess the distance. So it should be 86 or 87. So that's all from square root now. We will meet again in the cubes video where I am going to give you a method with which you will be able to find cubes without multiplying anything. Cubes you have to multiply 3 times, same number 3 times, but in my method you need not have to multiply at all. Without multiplication you will be able to find out the cube. So I hope you are enjoying, but before you go to the next video, do the questions that are given below. Complete the assignment. It is not a movie. Please complete your assignment and then go for the next video. Thank you.